Hello, cello, everybody, and welcome. We're going to wait to have some people come in. We have a few announcements. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm trying a little music in the background. Let me know if it's too loud. So I hope everybody is having a good day. Still learning a little bit of this new stuff here that we have for StreamYard. Oh, I want to see what this one is. Oh, that's cool. It's moving. That's awesome. Let's see, what else do they got? It's pretty cool. Let's see, do I have anything cool that I can put up? Let's go here. Oh, I do. I have my Northern Lights photos. Let's see how that looks. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. Oh, that's cool. Hi, JRK, how you doing? I actually got to get a hold of you. I forgot to today, but I do need to get a hold of you outside of YouTube. So I will message you probably tomorrow, or yeah, I'll message you tomorrow. Let me write myself a note so I don't forget today or tomorrow. Message JRKR. I had a long day and I did forget. So we did some mugs for my mom and sent them out over the weekend, and then I had a big memorial, some memorial decals that needed to be done, so I ended up getting those done, and those are all sent out today. I have a new mug that Tommy did for me. Yes, we'll talk about that here in a second, JRKR. I know exactly what you're talking about. So this is my new mug, or my new tumbler, I'm sorry. And it color shifts in the sun and it glows in the dark. So I love it. But this is for the new show that me and Melanie Lightbeam are doing on Thursday nights. I do have it pinned at the top of the chat. Actually, yeah, well, let's see. It's one of the skinnier, I think it's one of the skinnier tumblers. It's about 8 inches tall. But I came up with the design and Tommy made it happen. I gave him the design that I did, and then he put it all together and put my tumbler together for me. I also have my Shamrock Pixie one that I will be using on Mondays, and then this tumbler will be going and I'll be using that on Thursdays. I just happen to be drinking out of this one today, so I ended up not switching over today. So and I wanted to show it off because Tommy did a phenomenal job. And I noticed that my lips look blue. They are not. It is my lighting. So I do apologize for that. All right. So real quick, I need to get into my banners. We do have the quote for the positive quote for the week. So I'm going to share that now. And it is actually a Willie Nelson quote, which I think is really awesome. I really like Willie Nelson. It says, once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. And I think that's pretty awesome. So I figured this will be our quote for the week and go from there. And JRKR, back to what you were saying. I felt really bad today about someone, if you know what I mean. Yes, I am going to address that here. I'm not using names. She is a good friend of ours, and she is not feeling well. She's been sick for 2 weeks. So if everybody could please keep her in your prayers, that would be greatly appreciated. She was live today and having she just was not feeling good. And so if you guys can all keep her in your prayers, that would be greatly appreciated. She is a phenomenal, phenomenal woman. And I am going to be working on setting up a time for her to come on with us. So she just needs to get better first. So hello. Welcome, Joanna. And I hope I'm saying your name right. Not much is happening other than I am asking everybody to say prayers for a friend of JRKR and I's. She is sick, not feeling good, and she's been sick for 2 weeks. And so I'm hoping that she will start feeling better here soon. And I'm hoping that she went to the ER because she needs to go to the ER. So with that, I also have another friend who needs prayers. LOL, I love it. I will answer to any name, even Johan. That's cute. I have another friend who also needs prayers. She's having some asthma issues, so if you guys could do that as well, keep her on your prayer list as well. I won't use names. However, I know that when you pray, you don't really need names. You just, think of a person that needs prayers, and it will happen, or it'll work. So, so please pray for those 2 ladies. Keep them in your prayers for them. And then also another friend that's Tommy's known for many years. She passed away the other day. I think it was Saturday evening. And if you could keep her family in your prayers as well. Very sad. She was very young. So if you guys could keep her family in your prayers as well, that would be greatly appreciated. With that, oops, I did show that already. Let me get in here. I don't like how they have this heart thing. And there we go. All right. Joanna, I did add you as an admin. I'll pray for your friends. Can I suggest they look up some herbal healing natural stuff? Yes, for sure. One of them is very much into that. The other one, we don't talk religion. So it's just anybody out there, if trying to help her the best way I can, because she is far away. So, but I will definitely, let me write this down. I will definitely give that suggestion. All right. But thank you. That's awesome. Sorry about that. Oh, Joanna. So at the top of the chat, I do have a link for Melanie Lightbeam and myself. We are doing a show on Thursday evenings, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I made this Tumblr for that show. So if you're into this kind of stuff, definitely go over and subscribe. This week, or this Thursday, we are going to be talking about the missing 411. And so the link at the top that's pinned goes directly to that the live stream. So I'm excited. I very much pulled into the missing 411. And I believe Tommy actually is going to be joining us Thursday as well. So I'm going to be doing the information of what would be classified as the missing 411. Tommy's going to talk about the gentleman that wrote and did the investigations on the missing 411. And Miss Melanie is going to be doing the paranormal form of that, or side of that. Cool. I love. Oh yeah, Bigfoot. See, I am a huge Bigfoot fan. I love Bigfoot. It's one of my favorites. And so he is the biggest on my mug or on my tumbler. And then we have the spaceship with the cows, because you're always hearing about the cows. Area 51, the lizard people, the all-seeing eye. So yeah, we are going to have fun with this on Thursdays. Each week we are going to be talking about a different subject, unless it filters over into I know, right? I have to do research on that one, because I know that she's already touched base on it once. Melanie has, but I'd like to do a little bit more research on that as well. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of cool. It was kind of fitting. And, he's sitting at a desk in a suit. He's cool. So, she said the lizard people, LMAO. JRKR says, I know nothing but sounds interesting. Oh, yes. Oh, JRKR, guess what? There's some missing 411 people in Wisconsin. One of them, Tommy, actually knows the area, so he doesn't understand why it's a missing 411. However, there are some from Wisconsin. It's trippy. I love it. Conspiracy Tumblr. Yes, and little secret. We might actually start selling them. This design. So they'll be on regular tumblers. This one is a UV. So the sunlight changes the color, like all this color here. It'll change, and then it also glows in the dark. Pretty awesome. I know, right? Now I got hooked because I was given a book and I started reading it and I got hooked. And then I do have the book somewhere. I just don't know where it's at. It's probably packed up at this point. However, I was like, when Melanie started her show the middle of last year, I believe it was, or towards fall, I was like, oh, you should talk about the missing 411. And then that kind of got me drawn back into it. And I have like, I think I checked out like 8 different books from the library on the missing 411. And so I'm excited. So it kind of drew me back in. I actually have a notebook, a real big notebook, where I've been keeping notes and all this other stuff for it. So girl, I love it. You could even POD that. Not sure of your business cost difference. Is that paid on delivery or print on demand? because there is, I know there's two different ones, because everything that we do, we make once, it's, I just had it, so I apologize. Brain going, yeah, print on demand. That's what we do already. And so that's what we do with our decals and stuff like that. So we don't make the decals until they're ordered, paid for, and we've got the shipping address. And so I make them and I ship them out. So that's what we'll be doing with these as well. We also have coffee mugs. And there's a couple other ideas that he had that he's thinking about bringing into it as well. So if we have a big turnout on people wanting these, then we are going to add them to our eBay. So, but yeah, I did that. I love it. And I don't know if you guys will be able to see. Let me see if I can turn this light off. I always forget. Let's see if I can get this to. No, it's not going to show you. Oh, no. I was going to show you guys that it glows and stuff, but I can't get it to glow because it wasn't in the oops. It wasn't in the light long enough. I thought you made all of them yourself. I use a POD company called Printful. They have the equipment and a warehouse. I don't, but still make money, and they do all the work. Yeah, we do make everything ourselves. I designed this, put this together. So I have every picture that's on here. I have the license for every single one of them. I came up with the saying, because it's going to be called Let's Get Chattin', and for the show, and then I put it all together, and Tommy printed and put it on the mug, and he sublimated it on, and it's awesome. That music would be good to sleep with. Oh, the one that's playing, do you want me to shut it off? I don't want anybody to be tired. I was just trying something new. There we go. There's a couple different songs on here, but I was just trying something new. I don't want anybody falling asleep. Oh, you like it? Okay, I'll keep it on. I'll go back in and put it back on. All right. So yeah, I'm excited about Thursdays. So Mondays I'm here, and on Thursdays I'm on Melanie Lightbeam's channel. So, and then, like I said, we're gonna be doing like the sea theories, conspiracy theory, anywhere from paranormal to conspiracy theories and everything in between. So, and what's cool is I make coffee. So I'm drinking coffee. I drink coffee pretty much all day. But I make coffee this afternoon, and I put it in here, and it's still warm. It's still warm. And it's been 5 hours. No, longer than that. 8. Yeah, 5 hours. I just sold a St. Patty's Day POD shirt today. Only made $8 profit, but that's okay since I never touched it. But the design work, love. Hashtag purebloods. Yeah, I love St. Patrick's Day. And I was doing a St. Patrick's Day live when I was on YouTube before, and then when I stopped, when I needed my break, um, I ended up not doing really any lives, and then um, except for like pop-up lives here and there. And so I'm thinking about maybe doing a St. Patrick's Day live this year. Um, it just all depends on how things fall. So um, I wish I was pure-blooded Irish. I really do. That'd be awesome. But I'm not. However, I do very much love my Irish blood that I do have. So not sure how much it is. I just know that I'm very proud of my Irish, Scottish, Bohemian, Scandinavian, and English, and so lots from the UK. Lots of different family members in the UK. So um, so it was pretty cool. Oh, welcome, welcome. Thank you to everybody that's joined us. I appreciate you being here. If there's anything you guys want to talk about specifically, let me know. We can talk about it. We can touch base on it. If not, that's okay too. Right now we're just kind of chit-chatting. So oh, I get it. I totally get it. I understand it now. Makes 100%, no offense, but could be totally taken that way. Pure Scottish, and there's nothing wrong with Scotland either. No, I have Scottish blood as well. I also have the Bohemian, which is the Gypsy, and then the Scandinavian Viking. So those are the four, or there's five that I know for sure. And then there's English. So my great grandmother used to play with, when she was young, with Queen Elizabeth's mom. May she rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth. Both ladies. And so I thought that was pretty cool when I learned that. My daughter-in-law's grandma was born on St. Patrick's Day in Ireland. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. She had the best of both worlds right there. Her birthday and St. Patty's Day. So her 21st birthday obviously was the greatest of ever. I have to do more of the genealogy stuff. I know we have American Indian in our family. We're mostly Heinz 57s, Americans. You know what? That my mom says that all the time, that she's Heinz 57. And I don't know. I want to do that like DNA thing to find out exactly what you are. My grandma did it and hers came back, but it's really hard to read because it's a photocopy. And so it would be interesting to know exactly what my nationality would be. I think that the DNA with the swab, I think, would be interesting. They already have my DNA on record, so so it doesn't bother me. But I'd like to do that for me, and I'd like to do it for Tommy too. His grandfather was adopted, so they're not really sure what his background is. So it'd be nice to know for him and for me. We just started watching The Crown on Netflix. Very interesting. I do have that saved to my Netflix list. I have a list. So so I need to finish this, like do one step at a time or one movie at a time. So there's a lot of series on there, but I do have that one on my list. I just haven't gotten there yet because I have a few movies or a few shows that I'm watching. Criminal Minds, that is my one of my all-time favorite series is Criminal Minds. And I'm watching, what's the other one? Oh, the Josh Gates shows on Discovery Plus. I'm rewatching I'm trying to rewatch his Expedition X because, or Expedition Unknown, I'm sorry. And because the new season's coming out, so I'm trying to catch up and rewatch so I know where I'm at in the series. So last week they actually released the one for Mackinac Island. JRKR, you should know where that is, Mackinac Island. So they left it at a cliffhanger last week, and so I'm like, no. So I do have to kind of catch up on that, and hopefully this week's they don't leave it on another cliffhanger. We want to go there. I want to go there because of the haunted history. Like, I'd love to be able to go there just as the season ends, because that's when all the stuff starts happening. Like, a lot of stuff starts happening. So I think that would be really cool. But I do. My mom and so my mom and my stepdad were just up there not too long ago because my stepbrother actually got married up there in Mackinac Island. And so I forgot to ask her. She doesn't really believe in the whole ghosts and spirits and stuff like that, but I should ask her if anything weird happened while they were there. It would be interesting to know. But I'm and it's close, right, JRKR? It is close. And so it would be cool to go. It really would be cool to go. And I know that Wisconsin actually is very high in paranormal because of the way our land is, because we have a lot of sandstone, we have a lot of granite, and those pull spiritual energies. And we also have a ton of different Native American tribes that are around, and so all of their wonderful energy is around here as well. So you not only do you have like the things that happen like at Mackinac Island, you also have their beliefs and the things that they have, have done that's so amazing around here. So I want to go. I do love being here. I just don't like the cold, and that's the only thing I don't like about here. Because during the summertime, it's absolutely beautiful here in Wisconsin. Absolutely beautiful. And I would like to buy a house in the south for winter and stay in Wisconsin during the summer. Okay, Mackinac Island is beautiful. My husband and I went there on our honeymoon. Campered our way there in early September, walked most of the Mackinac Island to the Grand Hotel. Ooh. We carried our wedding clothes for the 5-star dress dinner at the Grand Hotel. Must do. You're so close. Yes. So I'm in Adams County, and I don't know what county Jen's in. But I think she's closer than we are, because she's like an hour and 20 minutes away from us. So when we get to her area, we're always, let's meet up. You're in Central. Oh, are you really? I didn't know that, Joanna. I had no idea. That's pretty cool. So you're not that far either. Out of gaming. Okay, so yeah, I couldn't remember what your area was for your county. And I should, because Tommy was actually looking in that county at places. So I should know that, but I couldn't remember. But thank you. But yeah, we get together and go sourcing at the bins. So it's pretty cool. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Is there anything that you would like to discuss? Somebody new came in, so want to make sure that they feel welcome. All right. Ow, ow, ow. Had to restart my screen over here because it froze up on me. Or at least it looked like it froze up on me. So yeah, I'm excited. I would love to go. Now, I know over in where I grew up, actually in Waupaca County, there's a lot of stories in Waupaca County with paranormal. That's what I got to talk to you about, JRKR. How's what not going? That's what I got to talk to you about. So it's been really weird. It has been really weird. I guess now some stuff's going down with it, and it's just Jaslyn is frustrated. So that's why I got to talk to you. Yeah, Joanne, and that's the thing. All the followers that Jaslyn has, she has done on her own, and she's got quite a few of them. She worked hard. She's worked hard on Whatnot, and she's been doing it since a couple months now. But Whatnot's being really weird. So I don't know. Hopefully they get it fixed. So she had some shows scheduled. She ended up having to reschedule those for further out, hoping that Whatnot will fix what's going on right now. So I was going to say something and then I lost it. So I apologize. Let's touch base again on our quote. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. Willie Nelson. So let's make sure that we kind of keep that in our brains this week and keep going back over that in our heads, because I think this is a great quote for this week. And I'm sure it's going to help somebody this week. I know it'll help me because I really like that quote, and I also like Willie Nelson, so that helps. I got mad at eBay because my stats dropped to below standard and they charged me more fees. So I closed eBay and focused just on Poshmark. Yeah, we had a Poshmark a long time ago, but I'm too busy to babysit. That's how it felt when we were doing that. It felt like we were babysitting. Etsy and eBay are the two platforms and now he's going into Mercari. I think that's the other one. So he's been doing that. eBay can be such a pain. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. However, um, I don't mind. As you know, now with tracking and everything, that's great. So, I'm slowly getting the hang of it with eBay. Macari has some good stuff I have bought off of there. Yes, yes. Um, Macari is nice. Wish it got more traffic. Yeah, and that's let me think. That's I think more of just more sharing, like any other platform. You got to share, share, share. There's always competition, so just share, 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 and go from there. At least that's how I see it at this point. All right, let me get up here. All right, I am going to show this link. So Thursday evenings, I have a show with Melanie Lightbeam, and the link is pinned at the top of our chat. And if you are interested in anything from paranormal to conspiracy theories, head on over there. This week we are going to be talking about the missing 411. And next week, as long as everything goes good, we will be talking about dreams next week. So if you're interested, head on over and hit that subscribe button and follow button and then the notifications. It would be awesome and greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. I sell about 3 or 4 things a week there. Oh, on Macari. Yeah, he just started adding over stuff, so we will see how that goes. I think it could be what you're listing. Example, when my local targets were out of BattleBots, I typed BattleBot lot in Google and a Macari listing popped up second of 10 vehicles. Oh wow, BattleBots. Wow. I gotta look that up. I think I know what it is. Oh, I just want to make sure. Oh, yep. I was right. So, funny thing. Jessica from Destination or Expedition Unknown, the girl who does the paranormal part of that, actually was a judge on BattleBots. And for some reason, I think I don't know what's going on with this. I should not be having any issues. Made by Hexbug. Yeah, and that's what I thought, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I definitely had to look that up. Last year I had a lot of luck selling digital cameras there. Yeah, digital cameras are kind of cool. I mean, we have these now, so we really don't need the digital cameras, but there are so many people who don't like these for taking pictures. I tend to fill up my space with pictures, so I probably should get a digital camera. My mom's got a digital camera. It's a higher end one, and she got it for Christmas 2 years ago. And she goes outside and takes pictures of the moon in its different phases. And she loves her camera, absolutely loves her camera. And then I found out that, and I've always known that my mom loved the moon, but then I found out that my mom wanted to be an astronaut when she was younger. But when she was younger, girls weren't allowed to be astronauts. And so but that was something that she always wanted to do. Um, LOL, I still use my digital DSLR camera for family events. Yeah, and I think a lot of photographers use um, digital cameras as well. So um, that's pretty cool. Just weird how well they sell there. Wish I could find more to sell. Oh, digital camera. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I do decals. That's what I do. I do decals. And I made the design for my mug or my tumbler. That's about as smart as I am when it comes to items. I've loved photography since grade school, and was a kid in the 90s. So my first important what was a digital point and shot camera. So I remember photography in high school. We took it, or it was like a mandatory class, photography. Um, and it was our junior or our freshman year. It was mandatory, and then if we wanted to continue, then it was an elective. I think that's how it went. I think it's remember how it went. And we did screen printing and stuff like that. And I made a shirt that said oversharing, and not everybody uses it. I started that. That was like my word that I came up with in high school, my freshman year. I even made a t-shirt with it. And now a lot of people use that word. JRKR says, I love photography too. I liked photography. I actually did. And I think it was because we did it the old school way, where you had to develop the film in the dark room, and you had all the chemicals and stuff like that. And you actually and it was cool because to get to the dark room, you had to step in, and it looked like I can't even think of how to explain it. It was like a elevator, but instead of going up and down, it just spun. So the door did, so that you could go in and do what you had to do, and I like that. I like that part. But it's been so long since I was a freshman, so I was like 15. I'm 44 now. I turned 44 last week, and so yeah, kind of crazy. I never did the physical photography. I was always into digital photography only. Okay, yeah, I liked, taking and developing the film, and my first picture I ever tried to do it with, though, when you had to take the cartridge and cut it so you could get it onto the machine so that you could raise it up and make it big and stuff like that. Yeah, I did it upside down. I did a really bad job. I did it upside down and crooked, but I was just learning. But our teacher was really awesome for photography in high school. He was pretty cool. He was pretty cool. And then we did the screen printing. That was awesome. And then we did, there was one other thing, and I don't remember what it was. But it was like 3 different things that we had to learn while we were in that class our freshman year. But I don't remember what the third one was, and I'm sure it'll come to me. I just don't remember what it is now. So, hello, and welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm hoping you're having a great day and an awesome evening. We do have a quote scrolling at the bottom of the screen. That is our positive quote for the week. And it is by Willie Nelson, and it says, once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. Willie Nelson. So I think that's a great quote. I hope you all also believe that it's and see that it is an awesome quote. And let's see if we can keep that quote for the whole week. Oh, itchy. So, Darby School, Mackinac Island is cool. Our Thursday night show is going to be awesome. Thank you, JRKR, for stopping in. Much love, my friend. And I will reach out to you tomorrow. If I forget in the morning, please reach out to me. But I have a plan to get a hold of you first thing in the morning. Have a great night, and I will talk to you tomorrow. So Tommy had to fix my cutter and my program this weekend. It wasn't up to date. It needed a firmware update. And my program needed to be updated too. And I don't mess with any of that stuff. So sounds good. Thanks, JRKR. Yeah, so he worked on that for me this weekend. And then last Tuesday was my birthday. And so Wednesday, they took me out to an all-you-can-eat steak buffet in La Crosse. Good food. Love that place. We always go there when we can. Well, I shouldn't say always go. We go there when we can, and I love that place. I know y'all homeschool, but do y'all garden? Plant heirloom seeds and save seeds. Great knowledge for kids. Yes, actually we did. Our son was actually the gardener. He also, before he moved out, he actually was learning compost and making his own dirt. And so his dirt was dark, and he was out there every day turning it. And so in 3 weeks, he had phenomenal dirt. And we had so much of it that last summer we ended up taking and using it for all the flower pots and stuff, because it was just phenomenal dirt. It was so rich in nutrients. He did a phenomenal job. And so it was so good and we even put some around our fire pit because it needed to be raised up some in the backyard, because it kind of dipped a little bit. So we filled in there, and yeah, we called him our own little Joe Dirt. His name is Joe or Joseph, but we called him our Joe Dirt. He just didn't have the mullet, but he loved doing that. And then he also tended to the garden. He had tomatoes and different levels of peppers. And then Jaslyn did the bucket garden, and she had all her different vegetables and stuff in there. She's done she has strawberries outside, which is really weird because they're starting to turn green right now, and we still are not out of winter yet. So yes, we've been having really nice days where it's in the 60s, but we also are having days after, we'll have 60-degree weather for a couple days, and then it drops down into the 20s. And so I know that's not good for them, but so that's what she's been doing, is her strawberries and the bucket garden that we had. Joey did his different levels of spicy peppers. I mean, he had some green bell peppers, but his was like the scorpion pepper, the Trinidad pepper. He had a 7-pot pepper, which super spicy, and literally you could take it and put it into 7 different seasonings, or 7 different pots of soup, big pots of soup, and it would still be spicy even at the 7th. By taking it from going to the 7th pot, it would be spicy. His goal was to, and I think it probably still is, to make the next spiciest pepper out there. So, oops. I want to start a public seed library for my public library. Oh, that's cool. That is awesome. I bet once those strawberries go through a couple seasons, if saving seeds is possible, would adapt to your climate. Yeah, and they're from Wisconsin. We got them from a gentleman just right outside of town, I believe it was. So, wait, isn't strawberries? I can't say that word. I think they are. Let me look that word up because for some reason I can't seem to spell it very well. Perennials. Yes. Nope, they're so according to this annual perennials are, we have to keep planting them, but okay, yeah, perennials are plants that will come back and regrow year after year, while annuals die off when temperatures get too cold and require you to plant new plants the following spring. Yeah, see, I thought I had that right. Yeah, they do grow back every year. However, we got them like 2-3 years ago, something like that. I think it was 2 years ago, but could have been 3 years ago. But we have a Akana duck in our backyard, and where we planted the strawberries is right up against the fence. So every time Jaslyn gets a really nice strawberry going, when it's time, she doesn't get out there fast enough because as soon as it's ripe, the duck eats it, Brock eats it. It's too funny. Annuals, you plant yearly. Yep. Put them in a ground bed, they will go crazy. See, and we're actually talking about moving them from where they're at to over by where I had my sunflowers last year. For the simple fact that, well, one, they'll get more sun because it's pretty shady over. They don't get much sun where they're at now. And then, two, so that Jaslyn at least gets 1 to 2 strawberries before the other animals get it. So, and then she had a squirrel too last year that kept between Brock and the squirrels, they were having a field day with Jaslyn's strawberries. And then now this year, or this winter, we noticed that we actually have a crow, and it looks like a raven. Like the beak is different. Both their beaks are different. So, but they're big black. So I think one's a crow, one's a crow and one's a raven. But I love both. So, and I guess there is a difference. We looked it up. There is a difference. And so, so it'll be interesting to see what happens this summer with her strawberries if we move them. Because so we take food and put it in the backyard for Brock, and because she eats anything and everything. It's been like that since we got her and Shiloh. Shiloh did pass away, but we had them for like, one was 1 week, one was 2 weeks old when we got them. And they eat anything and everything. And so, so we take food back there for them. And then Brock, who, both Brock and Shiloh, they always took in the neighborhood cats that people would get and then kick them out at 6 months. Well, they took them in and kept them warm and stuff like that. They were mom and dad. And so we don't have to worry so much about lots of food being left out there, because, well, the neighborhood animals and the birds and the squirrels and Brock, they all eat it all. So I'm happy about that. I love animals. I love wild animals too. We lived out by the lake. When we first came to the area, I had deer that would come up into our yard. We lived out in the country, and there was one particular deer that always came to my window in the kitchen and stuck his nose to the window, and then it's like, "Hey, I'm here." And I'm like, "All right, let me grab a camera." I grabbed my phone, take a couple pictures of him, and always strike the pose. It was so funny. But again, I fed them, all the critters. When we had our other campsite, we had raccoons that I would feed, and they would stay out of the garbage unless it was Reese's, and then they would eat Tommy's Reese's underneath his head under our camper. Kind of funny. But I love all animals, and I figure if we have something planted in the backyard or in our gardens and they're eating it, they obviously need it more than us, because we plant a lot when we do our gardens. We plant a lot of vegetables, more than we can handle, so we always make sure that we have enough. Got an answer. My local wild birds do that too. Covered with plant netting or weed coverage, it lets water break through. Yes, yeah, and like I said, the strawberries are Jaslyn's, the domain. So I know we're talking about moving them this year away from the shade into the sun to see how it is. I would love to see a video of your garden. I don't think we ever took one, and I don't know if we're going to do one this year, because we did end up getting a campsite for the summer, so we are probably not going to be home much, just to come and do decals and take care of the animals and stuff. So I don't know if we're going to do one or not, but I know that I do have some seeds that I'm going to do for when we're out at the camper. And then I have, I started last year, I did, in fall, I sprinkled lettuce seeds in the backyard for Brock. We tried broccoli a couple years ago, and yeah, the broccoli didn't make it. As soon as it would sprout up, she would eat it. And so I was like, oh. So we give her own thing. But yeah, if we end up doing a garden this year, then I will definitely do a video for you. Hello, Miss Jaslyn. How are you doing? That's my daughter, Jaslyn off the wall. Yeet. What are you doing, child? All right. I do amateur garden videos. I tried to overwinter my basil plant. In late January, my dog killed it. Oh, ooh, yeah. We tried that this past winter with plants. We do a lot of rescuing plants at the Walmart or wherever we're at. We try not to go to the grocery store in Mauston because every time during the summer, every time we do, we end up bringing another plant home. So we try not to go to that grocery store very often. Yeet. I speak the yeet. Oh, nice, Jaslyn. Nice. I love you. Don't be sassy. But yeah, gardens are awesome. There you go, Jess. There you go. So yeah, it's pretty funny. And then Yep, I gotta write one more note. All right. Jazzy, eat those strawberries to full sun. Jazz's dad up. I know he was sleeping when I came down. Did Dad get up yet? I know he was tired. Yep, though I might not do them this year. Yeah, you're gonna have to move him this year. Oh, is he? Okay. All right. Well, I know I'm not gonna be on too much longer. I'm gonna have to go upstairs and get him up and get him to eat something and then go to bed, because otherwise he's gonna hurt sleeping on that couch. I do appreciate everybody who's come in, who has, shared with me tonight and hung out and talked. I appreciate you. Oh, too funny. I planted strawberries in my garden bed, full sun, bird coverings a must. Yeet that. Oh, sorry. All right. Well, again, thank you, everybody. Let's go through the positive quote for the week again. So that way you guys have it. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. Willie Nelson. Oh, much love. Great quote. Try to remember that for this week. Next week we will be back, and I'll be on for an hour and maybe even longer, depending on, what the conversation is. But again, I thank everybody for coming in. Much love. Remember, if you need to speak, you need to talk to somebody. I do have, let me put my email in here at the bottom here. I can spell today. Reach out. You are not alone. And tomorrow will be better. No matter what, tomorrow will be better. Remember, positive. Try to stay as positive as you can and keep moving forward, because the storm doesn't last forever. With that, I will catch you guys next week. Much love, and I hope to see you Thursday on Melanie Lightbeam's channel, which I do have pinned at the top of the live or the chat. And Miss Joanna says, always right, truth. Exactly. Be honest with yourself, be honest with others, show love. Bye, Mom. See you upstairs. I love you, honey. I will see you upstairs in a few minutes. Like I said, be true. If you're struggling, reach out to somebody you trust. Talk to them. Make sure you have an amazing support system around you. And just like I said before, the storm doesn't always last. It will get better. And again, one more time, once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. Willie Nelson. With that, have a wonderful week. Again, if you need to talk to somebody, I did put my email address up for anybody who'd like to reach out and talk. I'm here. So I hope to see you Thursday. I hope to see you next Monday. And with that, much love and have a beautiful rest of your night and sweet dreams.